Virgos, this is Star with Ariana Star. This is the reading for the month of December, the final month of 2023 before we step into 2024. So in case you want a personalized reading for the next year, feel free to reach out via the email address. Virgos, we will rely on tarot and I'll also use some oracle cards. These are all going to be random messages. They may not be in any particular order, so please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just begin this reading. The energy that you're carrying in from the final days of November into December 2023 is the Eight of Pentacles. You know, this lady, she is busy. She is very patient with her work. Maybe you're also going to be very busy with your hands. You're going to look into paperwork or technical work. I think there could be times when your schedule could be altered that you have to prioritize. Maybe there are clients who are also haggling, but you have to be firm in those final days. Other than that, I also feel, Virgos, that technically you could have been a bit challenged. Maybe you were also misplacing things and you were looking for them. Some of you may have also been decluttering your living space. Maybe there was also repair work which was underway at home. Sometimes electrical work does come up. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges. I have the Hermit card. This is your energy, Virgos. I think you're also going to be someone who is going to be neck deep in work. You have to focus on the light, even if there are people who are acting behind your back. You are someone who needs to be prepared for such situations. Maybe there are disagreements with others, so it will be prudent, to apologize, to move on. Sometimes this hermit energy could also make us reclusive or feel unwanted. That is why we also feel all by ourselves. Even if there are people around us, maybe you're not going to feel as though you belong there. There are restrictions for sure with this card in the obstacle position, but then you are also getting the chance to understand why they are there. Maybe because of this cross card from Lenormand is talking about heavy burdens. Religion and spirituality could also interest you, so you need to keep yourself diverted. You need to focus on spiritual matters. You should also focus on aura cleansing this month before you move into the next year. Obstacles to overcome this month of the challenges. I do have the Queen of Pentacles. This lady, she is holding on to a pentacle, but she isn't exactly facing us. She is facing sideways. So definitely I think you also need to look at the bigger picture. Maybe there are gains, but then maybe in the long-term future you will realize that these gains were minor. I think you also need to be prepared because, like I said, there are people who are going to act behind the scenes. They are going to make it uncomfortable for you. Maybe they are sharpening their knives. So that is something which you need to be wary of. The first 10 days of December, I do have the King of Pentacles. So I think there are going to be opportunities to make gains. You do have the ability to strike gold. You do have the Midas touch. So in case you're making your way for an interview, I think you should keep this card in mind and make the most of it. Maybe you could also talk about your past experiences. Someone in the interview panel could also be swayed, and this could also tilt the scales in your favor. It could also be a senior person who is kindly disposed towards you. Someone does have your back. So financial reward is very likely, but again, Virgos, I also feel that in case you're inking those deals or in case you're asking for services, be mindful of the fact that someone could also try to take undue advantage of you or take you for a ride. The next 10 days, we do have the Queen of Swords. Again, you have a very business-like approach. It's going to be a month which is also going to be dominated by females, so be careful what these females are up to. Still, with that Queen of Swords, you're going to be very aloof. You're going to be in hermit mode. These two cards have the same energy. I think your business-like approach will allow you to get ahead. You do look unflappable. Even if things are unnerving from inside, you're not going to give anything away. And that in itself is a blessing, because others could be left wondering. I think you're also someone who is going to have to bend on account of clients who could reschedule meetings and appointments. Whatever it may be, money or wages is also going to come in at this time. I think you also need to focus on spiritual cleansing to live in your surroundings to make it more positive for you. Maybe that is why we also have this card, vacuum away fear, in case there are fear-based energies. If you're doing spiritual cleansing or spiritual practice, then you're going to be completely guided by Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. They're going to help you declutter. They're going to help you do away with those who are sucking your energy. There are energy vampires around you. That is why it is necessary for you to do the soul work or the spiritual practice this month. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st December, I do have the Eight of Cups. Maybe you're walking away from some kind of emotional outburst, or maybe you're also going to be on your toes or on the move. This person, he is not facing us, he is walking away. So he thinks that there are better prospects elsewhere. Maybe he also wants to do away with certain relationships. That is why he's moving onward. You also see that there's a black cloth over his shoulder, over his hand. So that is why he needs some kind of protection. Psychologically, you may be feeling a bit low, at a loss. Health issues could also bother many Virgos this month. So maybe there are going to be medical tests lined up, but there's no need for those alarm bells yet. Emotional needs to be met. You need to be stronger psychologically. You do desire closure with respect to many matters. I think clarifications could also be sought with respect to money matters this month, even in the final days. Some of you could receive some dues or maybe an advance. Maybe you're also going to be delighted on account of the same. I think in case you're in the leadership position, you could also encounter some tense moments. I think there are workers who are non-compliant and you want to do away with them. Maybe Virgos, keep your cards close to your chest. Don't give much away by talking too much, as this is going to be detriment to your own efforts. With respect to your love life, I have this card, Possessive, from the Love Oracle deck. I think some of you could be in a relationship which is very claustrophobic, which is very stifling. This chain does look rusted. It also has cobwebs in it, and this could make your relationship stifling and stressful. Maybe your partner cares too much, but then excess attention isn't going to help you grow or breathe. You do want freedom in a relationship. So keep that in mind, Virgos. I also have this card, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Perhaps, for some of you, this could be a sense of regret which could creep up. Maybe you're thinking about someone, or you were attracted to someone. Maybe you realize that the person before you is worth more than you had thought. In case you're single, you can definitely expect your fair share of suitors, but are you going to be aloof and detached with that Queen of Swords? I think members of the opposite sex who are also married could go weak in the knees, because you have the Queen in your reading, so you're definitely embodying that feminine side. So they could be wanting to move away from your presence. Maybe some of you are dealing with someone who's very loaded, someone who has deep pockets with that King of Pentacles. I think you're going to definitely spurn some advances. You're going to leave some people heartbroken. Maybe you also feel that your person isn't talking too much. That is why you have that Eight of Cups. Maybe you don't want to have an emotional exchange or a drama-filled exchange with this person. So this is also going to have a psychological bearing on you this month. From the Divine Messages Oracle, I have this card, Kindness. I think you need to be kind towards yourself and also towards creatures great and small. That is going to make you very positive. It could also mean that your generosity is going to touch those around you, and the universe will definitely bless you abundantly. The last card in this reading is devotion. I think this could be true in a personal relationship or with respect to spiritual matters. I think you need to focus on religion and spirituality with that card. Cross. Maybe you're also someone who is very devoted towards your person. Maybe this person isn't as devoted as you would have liked. Rather, he is very possessive. Other than that, like I said, spiritual cleansing will help you to get mentally strong. I hope Virgos you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Star. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Star signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.